Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Taylor trying to convince herself that she's a builder even though she is not. That is essentially what I'm going to be calling this series because every house I build turns out kind of bad but with some cute elements is how I will describe my building style. So if you're looking for, a little Simsy or a James Turner or a Deligracy type build, you're not going to get that here. You're going to get absolute chaos. In today's video, we are doing the solid color build challenge. I really wanted to do it with white, which I think is like a weird choice. Like most people would pick like pink or purple or like green or orange or something wild. But I was like, I never go for just white items in this game. I always go for something more colorful because I find it more fun and like aesthetically pleasing to look at in the game, but I wouldn't want a colorful house in real life, I don't know. But I find it more aesthetically pleasing in The Sims to like have things be a little bit more colorful. Like one of my favorite packs is movie hangout stuff because the stuff is just so out there. But I really honestly never use just white items. So I was like, okay, let's make the entire house white and sort by white items and see what happens there. So this is a family. I just have random Sims living here, but the house was built for maybe a single mom or like a couple, like depending on how you want to play it. A female child, I believe, and then a toddler. I don't know. Just a child and a toddler. It doesn't matter what gender, just live your life. But I really wanted to test myself with this. There are a couple of like greeny elements because I used like plants that had like white pots or like white containers because that is not cheating. You can have things that have white containers as long as they are white. That's how I am justifying this. Also, I need someone to teach me how to make windows look good in The Sims 4. Like, I think this looks ridiculous and that there's too many windows. But then if there aren't enough windows, I think it looks ridiculous and there aren't enough windows. So, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm kind of just, like, faking it the entire time. But overall, like, I think the house turned out kind of cute. And I like the layout of it. I just kind of hate how white it is, and I would not ever want to eat a bowl of spaghetti in this house. I feel like the parents are like maybe a little bit neurotic or something. Maybe they're like neat freaks. I don't know. It's just a little bit wild. And I don't think I would ever want to play in this house because I would just get kind of bored of looking at it. I don't know if that's weird. I don't know. How many times can I say I don't know while recording this voiceover? I don't know. The answer is I don't know. But yeah, I'm very, 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 very excited to get the Eco Lifestyle Pack very soon. It's only a few more days, guys, a few more days. It feels like an eternity. But I really just want to start building like eco tiny homes and weird things. So there's probably going to be a little bit of an influx of building videos because I'm kind of using it as like a stress relief where I just like put on a TV show and build a house for a couple hours. So if that's not something you're into, like I get it. Most people don't care about building and they're here on this channel at least for like how-to stuff. But that stuff is coming when Eco Lifestyle comes out because I don't really want to add a bunch of like how-to videos just in case that pack changes the way that some things function, especially with like the bill system and like there's so many things changing that I don't want to really put out any like false information right now. So I'm trying to keep it, keep it on lock. But so I decided to make this a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. There's like 2 full bathrooms, so that the kids have their own bathroom on the main floor, like kids and guests that might come into this house. And then we have like a little open floor plan vibe. We have a little white kitchen. I never use white cabinets except for the Jungle Adventure ones, which I think are the ones I should have used because I really don't like how like modern these white ones are for this household. I just don't think that it suits the rest of the house, but it was one of the first things I did. And then I was trying to find a way to like block it off. I was about to put a Christmas tree in here, even though it's obviously not winter. I don't know. I was a little bit tired when I built this house, but I had a lot of fun with it because I found a lot of items that I don't ever use, or I would never use the swatches of. Like those tiny living lights I love, but I would usually use like the one that has the pink or like maybe the black ones if I was trying to go for like a more modern look, but I would never choose the white ones, but I don't know why. And I found a lot of wood flooring. I didn't know how many different kinds of like white wood floors there were in the game. And I'm kind of excited to know that because I do love the vibe of white wood floors and I might actually use them more often. Because you throw a colorful rug on a white wood floor and it's gonna look great. But as you can see, this kitchen is just kind of lackluster. I'm really bad at decorating kitchens because like I don't know what to put in them. and I find them weird, and I don't like kitchens, and I don't like cooking, so I do cook, but I don't like to do it. So we're going to move on to the toddler room. I do end up, I'm pretty sure, changing these curtains because I found that they just took up too much space in this room and they made it feel very claustrophobic. So I went with these like tinier ones, you know, they just feel more a toddler vibe. But I found that like, I guess like kid stuff in white, like obviously isn't very exciting because it's all white. So why would I think it was going to be exciting? I don't know. So I added this little dresser from the base game and this little corner cabinet, which I think is so cute, with a little toddler bed and a cat and some toys and stuff. It's a pretty tiny room, and that dresser is huge. I should have put like a tiny living, like one of the skinny dressers in here just to like save some space, but I didn't really think about that until this very moment. I added some clouds on the walls and stuff as well, and earlier I put in those string lights that are the little flowers on the wall. I honestly just like went through and like anything you could stick on the wall that was white, I was like, okay, this kid likes snowflakes and clouds, and I don't know. I really like those, like the Kula-La bear things that like match the little lights that make them not cry for the monster under the bed. Some people, if someone like had never played The Sims and clicked on one of these videos and just heard me rambling, they'd be like, who is this person and why are they not okay? But I did use this big table that I honestly think is just too big in this room, the bedside table, but you know, white doesn't have a lot of good options. And this is actually my favorite single bed in the game. I love the like metal, what is that called? The metal bed frame? Is that what you call that? I think it's so cute, and some of the other swatches are so adorable for kids' rooms. Obviously the white one's white, so it's really boring. I wanted to use that tiny living couch because at least it had like a pop of color, but then I was like, no, we're going to use all whites and grays, and this is going to be the most depressing place in my opinion. I honestly, like, I think that the layout of the house is really cute and that it could be functional if you had a family move in here, but then changed the colors of everything and made it a little less hospital-like. I also found it really hard to find good decor that was white. I added those little tiny living plants just for a little bit of greenery because I felt like, you know, leaves and trees and plants weren't cheating in my mind for some reason. And then I added a little poof to the kids' room. But yeah, overall, like, the white stuff in this game, like, there's a lot of really good plain white swatches if you want to add a little bit of neutral to your house, but I don't think that building an entire house with just white stuff is, yeah, it's not fun. It's not a good time. But if you like this house, I will have my gallery ID listed down below, and it will be there if you want to maybe remodel it. You can definitely do that. I give you full permission, because I hate it, if we're being honest. But I might even, like, do a video just going through, like, all of the things that I would change and how I would decorate this house with all the different colors, because that might be fun. I don't know. Sometimes I say things like that in these videos, and then I'm like, oh, I'm never actually going to do that, but... So now we're upstairs. I find that the white beds are very boring. I need to stop using this same bed and everything, but I just really, really like those three little pillows and the blanket, how it's like in like it's like a quilt. What am I trying to say? I don't even know what I'm saying, but it's kind of like a duvet cover. Is that what that would be called? I don't know anything about blankets, but like white bed, white lamps, white tables, white... Could you imagine, like, being the kids in this house? Like, you'd feel like you're never allowed to make a mess ever in your entire life. And then at one point, I just threw a closet here because I was like, there's just too much space and too much white, and it's starting to hurt my brain. Like, I think at this point, I was, like, 40 minutes into building this house, and I was like, I can't look at it anymore. It's not fun. It's not colorful. It's not bringing me joy. So I just had to not. I ended up not putting curtains in, like, any part of this house, except I think the toddler room, which I'm not really sure what that choice was about. I love curtains, because usually I use colorful curtains. This was honestly a challenge for me. And I used that weird Moschino statue that's like 1,000 simoleons for absolutely no reason. And it's just like something dumb, but it's beside their closet. I don't know, guys. Sometimes I question myself and my sanity when I make videos like this. Like, I definitely want to do some of the other colors. Like, I would love to build an entirely pink house just for the fun of it, because pink is cute and fun and I love it. But I definitely do not like white. All white. Who has time for an all white house? I honestly am worried about the children that live here. But anyways, with that, guys, we are coming to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this weird white house, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The gallery ID will be listed below, and you can download this if you're into it. I actually really do like the vibe of the outside of the house, so I will give myself props for that one, because it's probably like one of the best like family houses I've ever built. Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm not a builder. We're learning. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.